So as you can see here, you have a real money store that you can access, and you can purchase Helix credits. So
Hooray.
the highest being you can pay $50 for 7,400 Helix credits. As you can see, the lowest one is 500. But as you can see, my guy's pretty decked out. But you're always tempted to maybe deck them out a little harder. You can. So the Helix credits can upgrade your mount. Here you can see that you can buy a unicorn or a sand dweller camel. It's important to note that no mount is faster than any other mount, so these are all basically cosmetic as far as the mounts go. However, you can also buy weapons and bows and things like that, and those are pretty strong. There's a max, as far as I know, there's a max level of strength that each weapon can have for your level. But if you want to buy some of these fancier things with some special effects, as you can see there, some of them cause you to catch fire.
Is there any stuff in here that you can't get through the natural course of the game?
The unicorn, I think, is exclusive to this store.
Damn it!
Eurogamer's article raised concerns when the editor noticed in his play session that Origins featured a menu for an in-game store called the eStore. Unfortunately, they couldn't access and browse through it, as the shop servers weren't online at the time. But a store menu apparently listed things like season passes and time saver pack options. Ismail did reassure, however, that everything that's in the eStore you can get from playing the game. It's just an accelerated way of playing the game. So he basically gave your typical bullshit justification on why microtransactions exist.
You can also buy, obviously, as you saw there, the Ezio and Altair outfits. And here you can also buy resources and ability points and the location of every collectible in the game, which is kind of interesting because you can basically circumvent any sort of grinding. So with ability points, those are the things you get from leveling up. And here you can see you can get sort of packs of bows. Yeah, so being able to buy resources, I think, is something they consider a time saver. A little upsetting. And also being able to find all the collectibles in the game by spending money is also kind of a little concerning, just because it does take away some of that satisfaction. But if you want to strip pretty much any sort of satisfaction you might get out of any of the discovery in Assassin's Creed Origins, which I don't recommend because I think it's a good game, you can definitely spend the money to do it.
This whole Helix store was designed in a specific way for Ubisoft to make more money. Ubisoft shouldn't be rewarded for these shady business practices.
And that's really who microtransactions are for. They're for people who don't want to play games and they hate them and they want to see them die.
That's right. They're for people who want to say they've beaten video games but don't actually want to play them.